Guess what? Politicians in the New Jersey government want to steal the blood of newborn babies and genetically sequence it, keeping a complete DNA profile of every human born in the state. And guess what else? New Jersey already does part of this dystopian wickedness, and it's not alone in the United States. Hi everyone, I'm Gardner Goldsmith for MRC-TV. Hey, remember when New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy, the Democrat, appeared on Fox News in April of 2020 and almost seemed to laugh at Tucker Carlson's curiosity as to how Murphy could reconcile the U.S. Constitution with his shutdowns of private gatherings, businesses, schools, and even outdoor recreation?
By what authority did you nullify the Bill of Rights in issuing this order? How do you have the power to do that?
That's above my pay grade, Tucker. So I wasn't thinking of the Bill of Rights when we did this.
Well, many viewers and many New Jersey residents likely saw that display for what it was: a childish, arrogant, insulting, and dangerous manifestation of government arrogance. And they might have seen his responses as warning signs for future offenses. Well, now, thanks to the Institute for Justice and the American Civil Liberties Union, the entire world not only can see that the governor and his ideological and political allies are indeed ready to take the rights invasions a step further into the realm of genetic dystopia, folks can also see that the New Jersey government already has been engaging in many facets of this criminal activity. The latest revelation is getting wider exposure thanks to the aforementioned organizations and thanks to Eric Boehm, who writes for Reason, quote, "Mandatory genomic sequencing of all newborns." It sounds like something out of a dystopian sci-fi story, but it could become a reality in New Jersey, where health officials are considering adding this analysis to the state's mandatory newborn testing regime, end quote. And of course, as government plotters often do, the pushers of this new invasion of privacy and data collection have created the seemingly ubiquitous advisory committee to hear the public and then, of course, advise precisely what the boosters of the new statute want: a go-ahead for the legislation. Quote, Ernest Post, chairman of the New Jersey Newborn Screening Advisory Review Committee, NSARC, discussed newborn genomic sequencing at an NSARC meeting in May. An NSARC subcommittee has convened to explore the issue and is expected to issue recommendations later this year. It's considering questions such as whether sequencing would be optional or mandatory, the New Jersey Monitor reported, end quote. Ah, yes, those recommendations. Most regular observers of the government predatory class know that this is just a beard term, a facade of public input that has little bearing on the trajectory of the new political mandate missile. And members of both the ACLU and the IJ also see this as a threat. Quote, such schemes have attracted criticism from civil liberties groups such as the American Civil Liberties Union, ACLU, and the Institute for Justice, IJ. What we're talking about is information from kids that could allow the state and other actors to use that data to monitor and surveil them and their families for the rest of their lives, Dylan Reisman, an attorney with the ACLU of New Jersey, told the Monitor, end quote. Of course, the consequences of this plan are not the primary concern. It's the baseline, the demand for the blood, and the subsequent data collection that are the primary concerns. Even if the government did nothing with this data, the seizure of the blood is a clear violation of the Fourth Amendment, which requires all government agents at every level of the United States political system to acquire a warrant from a judge upon that judge's public statement of probable cause before they can search and seize anyone or anything. And the warrant must cite only one person and specifically cite the item sought. And this is where the blood-based New Jersey version of the sci-fi film Gattaca doesn't just set off alarms for what might be in the works. As the Institute for Justice recently declared in a new class action suit, Phil Murphy's vampiric goons already have been demanding the blood of newborns. And the monsters in his state aren't alone. Notes Bohm, quote, IJ is currently representing a group of New Jersey parents in a class action lawsuit concerning the state's newborn testing practices. Like every other state, New Jersey requires hospitals to collect blood from newborn babies and turn it over to state health authorities who use it to screen for various diseases. And like many states, New Jersey is less than transparent about the process. Parents are simply told that the testing is mandatory. They are not told that they can object on religious grounds. They are not told what the state does with newborn blood samples after health screenings are completed. In fact, the state holds on to these blood samples for 23 years, putting no legal restrictions on how they can be used, end quote. By the way, leave it to bloodthirsty state politicians to, yeah, you got it, make cash off of their grabs. Quote, some states were found to be selling the blood samples to researchers or turning blood over to the Pentagon's DNA registry, end quote. As the Institute for Justice's website notes, their current suit against the already operational blood collection system has strong ties to principle and the Bill of Rights. They represent two New Jersey moms, Hannah Lovaglio and Erica Jedniak, and the IJ team writes, quote, shortly after giving birth, medical staff performed a routine heel prick. Their children's blood was collected on a card and whisked away to the New Jersey Department of Health's newborn screening laboratory to be tested for a range of disorders. New Jersey didn't seek Hannah's or Erica's consent first. Instead, each got a handout stating that New Jersey law mandated it. But that didn't raise any red flags for the two. Every state conducts such testing, and they trusted the system. But Hannah and Erica's real shock came upon learning what New Jersey didn't disclose. Unbeknownst to parents, a portion of their baby's blood remained unused after the screening was complete, and New Jersey had unilaterally decided that it could keep that blood for 23 years. Even worse, New Jersey believed it could use that blood however it saw fit, whether that be selling it to third parties, giving it to law enforcement, or even turning it over to the Pentagon, end quote. Can anyone, well, anyone other than the leeching, lording, largesse-eating legions of government, can anyone possibly see this as okay? How about this? Can those political parasites see that the American patriots who fought the British likely would be stunned by American politicians literally seizing people's blood? Now, Bohm notes that it's important to work out safeguards against this kind of collection and the proposed genomic testing currently being vetted in Murphy's dystopian New Jersey. But those safeguards already exist. The founders put them in the Bill of Rights. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please like and subscribe. Find us on Rumble where they don't censor us. We're still on YouTube where they do censor us. And of course, when you find the videos, please follow us on both of those platforms and share the videos far and wide. Also, find us at mrctv.org, mrctv.org. While you're there, check out the great fundraising program that's going on at the Media Research Center, and you can help. And of course, find us on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, on X. And if you want to find me on Gab, I'm at Gardner Goldsmith on Gab, and on X, I am at Gard Goldsmith. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please visit the site and spread the videos far and wide. For MRC TV, I'm Gardner Goldsmith.
I want to invite you as my guest on a very special, once-in-a-lifetime, 7-day post-election cruise in the Caribbean. It's going to be a blast.